Welcome to the Dysfunction Junkies podcast. We may not have seen it all, but we've seen enough. And now, here are your hosts, Chrisy and Kerry.
Hello, junkies. Welcome to your safe space. I'm Kerry.
And I'm Chrisy.
Big week this week. It's St. Patrick's Day this weekend.
Yay! Top of the morning to y'all.
Chrisy, are you at all Irish?
No.
None?
I don't believe so, no. A sibling did the little testy thing.
Ancestry.com.
One of
Interest
them.
DNA.
That's going to be stay tuned for a future episode in regards to those. But she shared her report with me, and I didn't see anything like that. I mean, there's a ton that goes into making up this wonderful person here. There's all kinds of
no
evidence,
Irish,
but not a sliver, not a gold coin, not an Irish beer, not a nothing.
Well, apparently, according to Ancestry.com DNA testing, I am 6% Irish, which growing up, we were always told we were 100% Italian. It was a little bit of a surprise when I got my DNA test results that I was not all Italian and that I had Irish in.
Wait a minute, so you're 94%?
Oh, no, it's...
Why do they do that?
I know.
They don't want to be bothered with all the other stuff. 'Cause everybody's just like, you know what, I'm just this. I don't want to explain everything.
So, my husband was very disappointed because, you know, when we met and found out I was Italian, because that's what I thought I always was, he was like, oh, I'm going to get the best spaghetti. I hate spaghetti.
Do you really?
I really do. So I hardly ever cook it. And he's like, I've been robbed. And then when I got my ancestry report back, I was like, well, this explains why I don't like the spaghetti, because I'm not as Italian as I thought I was.
Just a quick segue, though. Your family's ancestry hails from northern Italy, I'm betting, because you're all like beautiful, kind of blondish and light-eyed.
Yes.
My family's a little bit on the darker side.
You are.
And we are definitely from the South, people.
Yes.
Loving the South. We at the bottom of the boot.
The bottom of the boot.
That's why I don't burn real easy. I got good skin.
Yes. So what are your plans for St. Patrick's Day? Nothing?
No.
Nothing?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I did finally invest in a shirt with a clover on it.
Oh.
I forget what it says. Something about luck, being lucky. Not luck of the Irish, because I'm not Irish. Shoot, I forget what it says on it. I don't have to remember. I should be wearing it. And we went to a Catholic high school that was...
very Irish.
Irish.
Yes.
And
so I was Irish for 4 years of my life.
Well,
more than I'm now.
You were a very participant. You were a very good participant in that. And, we wore kilts.
We did.
People sent each other green carnations that were colored torture to the carnation. I don't know that they were naturally that color, but you dipped them in the green dye, and we sent them to each other.
Yep.
And
well, I didn't get any. Did you get some?
yeah.
Oh.
Even though it wasn't
you were
Irish.
popular.
No, well, your boyfriend didn't go to school with us.
Again, he could have paid, like, he knew you. He could have said, hey, Chrissy, can you buy some carnations and hook Kerry up?
Yeah.
No.
Usually I'd be like all, about a month before or a couple weeks before, be like all friendly with somebody. I could usually get some dope to subscribe to send me a flower. And then the next day I was like, I don't know you. I sent you flowers. When? What color were they? Let me guess.
What?
Get away from me. Yeah, so we had to participate. And that's why I think for a long time I didn't have the Irish colors in my closet.
Yes.
And my husband is half Irish, but not the Irish that celebrates.
Oh, okay.
He's the other
The other
part
half.
Irish that I'm thinking they represented by the orange on their flag.
I never realized that. That was something I learned new today, was that the colors meant the different religions. Didn't realize that.
I never know what anybody's flag means. Oh, I think the stars mean how many states we have right now. Somebody told me that.
My husband, we need to do the DNA test on him because I'm sure he's got Irish in him, just because of he's got a little bit of the red in his hair. I mean, he's blonde hair, blue eyes, but there's the red flecking in there, and then the skin. He's kind of got the freckles and stuff. So I'm sure.
The freckles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I was worried about that when I started having kids.
Oh.
And I was also worried about maybe somebody with red hair.
Oh.
Because nobody in our family has that. And
Yeah.
I'm very self-absorbed most of the time. And I was like,
Really? We hadn't noticed, Chrissy.
I was like, if they have red hair, which is beautiful, but they're going to think it's not
Right, not your kid.
Yeah, you know, my husband doesn't have red hair, but I knew there was Irish there. And I said, that could just all of a sudden
pop out.
Come along.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, no.
Well, you know, we never, I think we talked about this in our Halloween episode. Like, we didn't decorate for things growing up. Like, really, the only thing we really decorated for was Christmas. So we never did the, you know, Valentine's Day decorations, everything in the house, and then change it to, you know, St. Patrick's Day or whatever. I've never been into that. And still, so I really don't celebrate these holidays much. And I'll never forget, we were living in Las Vegas, went to go out to dinner, and March 17th, and hey, let's go out to dinner tonight. Let's go down one of the strip and one of the nice restaurants. Big mistake. Huge mistake. Really big mistake.
You remembered real quick what day it was.
Yep. And I had no clue that St. Patrick's Day in Las Vegas is almost a bigger event than New Year's Eve on the strip in Las Vegas.
I think it is for a lot of people.
Oh, it was horrible. Oh my gosh. Just the shenanigans going on. My very bad attempt at a
we're sorry if we're not. We're just trying to have fun because everybody's having fun today on St. Patrick's Day. They love it. They love it.
But yeah, it was just mayhem and drunkenness. And oh my gosh, like, it was just the things we saw, like people peeing in the street because they were so drunk. And it was horrible. So yeah, we learned from then on, like, don't go on the strip on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I have worked for a lot of wonderful people, and I still think that a lot of them are wonderful, even though some of the people I work for have been up to no good all the time, and maybe had to go away for a while and then come back.
Oh,
but hey, you know, it's work experience for me. So I appreciate that. But I worked for someone who was Irish, who also went to our high school. They had a yearly party.
Oh.
And it was very known in their circles that they were having this party. It was a regular event for a lot of people. And the wine and the beer was all...
Was this party held at their house, or did they have it at an event center?
They usually had it at one of the places down in the park. The one pavilion down there, the big one. Pioneer Pavilion.
Is it enclosed?
Yes, that one is enclosed.
Oh, okay. Because
that's actually a nice...
in Ohio.
Yeah, no. This one, Pioneer Pavilion in Mill Creek Park, is closed. And it's a pretty big venue. It's beautiful inside. It has a lovely upper floor with the wood and the stone. I highly recommend it. Not to give a plug, but I guess I am. But they would have a party there as far as I can remember, that's where it always was. And you had the green beer, you had the green wine, you had a lot of Irish people who were very enthusiastic about being Irish and about St. Patrick's Day. And I'm sure a lot of people who were not Irish, but still were Irish that day. Everybody's supposed to be Irish that day. I'm not exactly sure if everyone agrees with that. But no, we didn't decorate for St. Patrick's Day because, like I said, no one in my family is...
And what
Irish.
I don't understand is then the decorating goes to a whole nother level. Like Chicago, they dye their river green.
I've seen this and heard of this. I've been to Chicago, but not during this.
But what I don't understand is why only that day of year? Like, okay, then why don't they dye it red at Valentine's Day?
Well, that's terrifying. And now we're referencing back to our previous episode. That becomes biblical.
Oh. Are we talking about the King James version of the Bible or the Queen Chrissy version of the Bible?
Red usually means the fish have gone bad, or something. I don't know, or the world is about to end, or something. Yeah,
but then why can't they make it? What I don't understand is why is it that they're going to kill the environment one day a year by dyeing this whole?
You mean it's not a bunch of the McCormick dye they use? That's
I don't know how
food,
I don't know.
It's not food grade dye in there.
It had. I would hope that it is. I don't know.
Well, we're thinking wrong.
Yeah. But what I don't understand is why is it that only that one day a year? Why don't they do it for other things? Why not make it a beautiful turquoise blue in the summertime? So like people think they're in the Caribbean instead of,
I will reference a movie, The Fugitive.
Of course.
Yeah. That takes place in Chicago. There's a character in there that works under Tommy Lee Jones that asks him a question. If you know anything about Tommy Lee Jones, generally he's agitated by people and who's in a movie with him. And the guy asked him, how come they can dye this river green on St. Patrick's Day and they can't dye it blue the other 364 days of the year?
There you go.
But, I mean, I agree, I guess. I don't know. I don't live in Chicago, so nice idea, I guess, to dye things. People love dyeing things green, even though we were not Irish growing up.
Yeah.
We still got a leprechaun running through the house somehow.
Is it like one of those elf on the shelf things?
No. No. You never saw this one.
Oh,
which is terrifying, especially if you grew up in the 70s.
Yeah.
There was like horrible movies about like little dolls and stuff that would come to life and then bite you. Like a Trilogy of Terror or something like that. I remember it was like this one doll or something. And if it lost its necklace, it had these horrible fangs on it. Karen Black. I remember the actress's name.
Oh my gosh.
My one sister, she used to always reference that. That must have freaked her. That was one of her traumas. But I had a vision of this crazy leprechaun running through the house because one of my cousins, I think, used to do this. My parents did not participate in this. And I think we were at my grandparents' house or something. And you go to the bathroom, all of a sudden the water was green in there. And you're like, what? And you're like 4 or 5 years old. You're freaking out. You're like, somebody's sick in the house. It's pissed green in here.
We would have never done that at our house because we lived on a farm and had well water. And so my mom would have never done anything like that because, if you put anything down the drain, bleach or whatever down the drain, that's going to eventually go back into your water that you're drinking. So yeah, she wouldn't have done that.
You had to be a chemist to understand exactly what you could do because it could turn into some other color. Yeah, no, city water, throw the green in, who cares? Yeah, and it just used to freak me out because you'd find like little green drops everywhere and I'm like, is the leprechaun bleeding? Is this some sign that something horrible is about to happen? I mean, a leprechaun shows up at your house for St. Patrick's Day, and all they can do is run around to all of your toilets and take a piss. They don't leave any gifts. They don't leave any candy. There is no point. And if that's not bad enough, my daughter come home, and I think they talked about this stuff in school, and she insisted that we had a leprechaun. And it put a lot of pressure on me. And so I had to step it up a notch. And instead of it just being the leprechaun pisses in all the toilets, I had to take it from that to pooping. So I colored a bunch of marshmallows like green. And I said he took a dump in the box. And I was like, I don't know where he went.
Well, we do know where he went. But...
Well, he took a dump and left here. That's what he thinks of us. He probably found out we weren't Irish that way.
Why do these crazy things?
Somebody starts to torture us. They obviously don't have kids.
The worst thing, the best and the worst thing about St. Patrick's Day to me is the weather. Because here in Northeast Ohio, hopefully, we just came out of February where we had the 1-degree temperatures and the Arctic cold. Now we're going to get this little fake spring.
Yeah. The teasers.
The teaser. And my husband will get all excited. He'll be like, yay, spring's here. And I'll be like, nope, St. Patrick's Day hasn't come yet. Because that was always the telltale. We were always going to get some big winter catastrophe of cold and snow on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. St. Patrick's Day, yes. We were always waiting.
Right. And how I really know this, because I cannot tell you how many parades that I have.
I was just going to bring up the parade. I was at a parade or two for you because my other friend was also marching in that parade.
Yes.
And it was usually, I don't remember it ever being nice.
It was never nice. And it would never fail. Like the day before the parade, it'd be beautiful. It'd be lovely. We'd be like, oh my God, we're going to have a nice day. And we wake up the next morning and it'd be like frozen tundra and snow. And we had to trudge down. Oh, it was horrible.
It was horrible for everyone. So, us watching, you marching. It was just a nightmare.
You were such a good friend to come, though.
Remember we used to throw candy out at parades?
Yeah. Do we still do that?
I don't think they're allowed.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that was always fun.
Yeah. I did recently, because I was a lion for Lions International, and we had a little parade in our town, and we did throw out candy, but there was some kind of rule about the candy, which, I mean, most candy is in a wrapper anyways, but otherwise people were throwing out other things that were non-food related. So
yeah,
but maybe it depends on the
changed.
town you live in.
Yeah, I'm not a parade person, and parades are dangerous, in my opinion, because just there's terrible people out there.
Yeah.
So
It's too many people too close together. I would rather be in the parade than on the sideline of the parade.
I'd rather watch the Macy's Day Parade
Yes, from
while
home.
I'm making my turkey, and let everybody else go out there and stand there in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to go watch a parade anymore, but
No.
yeah, no, St. Patrick's Day is it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. It's people love it. And talking about that weather
Yes.
issue, the one person I did work for who used to have the big shindig every St. Patrick's Day with the colored beer and wine.
Yeah.
We got one year they were having it, and we got a really bad snowstorm.
Yeah.
And they had to cancel it. And they were stuck with.
They didn't just reschedule it?
No, I don't think so. And they were stuck with green beer and wine, and I don't know what happened, but it was an unfortunate event, I guess.
Did you ever see those things? And this is a good thing for the St. Patrick's Day. They do where the people shave their hair off for the kids with cancer. So They do. It's like St. Baldo. I don't know. It's there's a reference or something to us, but it's a thing. And so, yeah, because where I used to live, there was an Irish bar kind of at the top of the street. I remember we were walking around the plaza the one day. It was St. Patrick's Day at time. They had all these guys were in this tent, just all getting their head shaved. Yeah.
That's a good cause.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a good thing.
And if you're doing that for St. Patrick's Day, I support you, and that is wonderful. If you're going to drink and become obnoxious and be a burden to society for 24 to 48 hours, if it's a weekend, oh my God. But yeah, do some good. So yes, thank you. But,
I'm trying to Google that to see what that was called.
the other thing with St. Patrick's Day is too, I've heard horror stories from people where that is usually, there are times people have gotten like physically hurt. These celebrations, more than anything, they get out of control.
Yeah, they do.
And people drink a lot.
A lot.
People get knocked unconscious and get in fights, and it's
more so than other drinking days of the year.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. So it is called the St. Baldrick's Foundation, and it is a volunteer powered childhood cancer charity that raises money for research through shaving head events. And that's often held on St. Patrick's Day.
I'm totally on board with that. Let's talk real quick, too, about the food.
Oh, yeah.
Just like everything else with us that interests us with dysfunction, is
Food and
the
movies?
food that we were told we had to eat, or the food you can't eat today because we don't know why. Just don't eat it.
Don't eat meat on Fridays. It's Lent.
But
there's a big but.
when the guy, the Pope, he'll give you special dispensation if you're Irish to eat the corned beef and the Lucky Charms. No, just the corned beef. And I don't like corned beef. I don't understand it. I think it's like lunch meat, isn't it?
I don't know.
I never met a beef that was corned. Is that a special cow?
It's a corny,
or is it pork?
It's a corny cow.
I'm not a farm person.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's pig or cow.
I don't know.
Oh, Gary doesn't know.
I don't
Google
know.
it. What's corned beef? But
I do
love
like
it on St. Patrick's Day.
Well, the only corned beef I really like is a Reuben sandwich. But that's about the only way I like.
Reuben? That sounds Russian. Doesn't it have Russian dressing on it? Which is Thousand Island.
Thousand Island dressing, yeah. Yeah. So
we really got confused with all this stuff when we came over here.
What was I
DJ Nick's coming.
I was going to say, because I totally forgot what we were Googling.
What is corned beef?
Corned beef, bully beef, or salted beef in some Commonwealth countries is a salt-cured brisket of beef.
Oh, it's
cow. It's cow.
It's cow, but it's how it's made, cured. Okay.
Of course, cured. Did anybody hear about this being a carcinogen now with this meat? Bacon, you might as well smoke a pack of cigarettes. If you're going to eat bacon, it's a carcinogen just the same.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I don't smoke anymore, but I still eat that damn bacon.
Yeah, I do like me bacon.
Yeah. Ooh.
But see, the whole sauerkraut and kielbasa thing too comes back up on St. Patrick's Day.
Well, that's usually what I'm like. Look, I won't do the corned beef, but I'll revisit. As you know, I love the sauerkraut and the.
You know how I feel about that.
I know. I know.
I like the Reuben sandwich that has the corned beef with just a little bit of sauerkraut, not a whole lot, and not like your kind of sauerkraut where you're like, don't rinse it, don't drain it, whatever you want it.
Well, the first word in the title of the food is sour.
I know.
It's not sweet kraut. What the hell's that? Sweet kraut. You got some sweet kraut? I don't want the sour, but I'll have some sweet kraut if you have it. No, we do not. What's on the Reuben sandwich is the
Swiss cheese, corned beef, sauerkraut.
You've named
rye bread,
Russian dressing,
Swiss,
dressing. Irish, Russian. There's 3 nationalities on that sandwich, and I don't know if the Swiss and the Russians wanted to be pulled into it. Did we clear that with them, or the Pope, or whatever? Yeah. Why is the Pope giving people, if St. Patrick's Day falls during Lent on a Friday? It's like this happens every once in a
7 years.
Is that how long? Is that how the calendar works? What if it's a leap year? Well, then it screws everything up. Because there's 29 days or not. Is there 27 days sometimes in February? Or we just go to 29? They don't subtract to make it even?
Chrissy, no.
Okay.
Remember that saying 30 days has November, April, June, and September. All the rest have 31 except for February.
No. What the hell?
Did you miss that day in school too?
Did they say that to you to help you?
That's how you remember the days.
Oh, come on. You can't remember how many days. I mean, February's the only one that screws me up. Everything else is planted.
Well, yeah, because you think it's 27.
I don't know. I'm just like, it's over. Just let this month be over.
Yes, it is over. Now we're into March.
I know.
So,
this is a long month.
I know.
And like a lion and out like a lamb.
In like a lion, out like a... Yes, that's correct.
What the hell does that mean?
It's because of our stupid weather. Obviously, that was made in Ohio.
They're not saying that in Hawaii?
I don't think so.
Lucky.
I know.
They don't have any good sayings where the weather's cooperative. You really want to have character. You grow up in Ohio. We're from in Ohio.
Northeast Ohio. This is true.
So, corned beef, lots of nationalities in there, getting dispensation from the Pope if it falls in during Lent.
Dye the river green, kill all the fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get food grade oil. Everybody, I work for an oil company, self-promoting.
Oh, I didn't realize you dealt with that kind of oil. I thought you just dealt with oil for cars.
No, there's all kinds of oil. It's wonderful. Okay. It's a beautiful product. And we need it.
Suntan oil?
No. Oh. But the type of oil that I deal with probably goes into helping make that.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So parades, horrible weather. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered all of the wonderful things about St. Patrick's Day this weekend.
No, come on. There's got to be something else.
I don't know. Green. St. Patrick's Day.
Did you ever date an Irish gentleman?
Well, I think I'm married to part Irish.
He's part Irish. But even like, because of the school we went to, there was a lot of Irish families that went through school.
Yeah, but I was only dating that one. Well,
oh, that's right.
No, I can't say that. I think that my current husband is the only most Irish I've dated.
Right. I dated a guy who was Irish.
Yeah?
Yeah. Once.
Did you date him during St. Patrick's Day? Were you together during St. Patrick's Day?
No, he was a public school guy.
Oh.
I don't even know. I'm pretty sure he was Irish. I don't know. We didn't talk about it.
You weren't together that long.
No, it was a short relationship. The Irish thing is wonderful, and the Irish people are very devoted to being Irish. I'm guessing probably just the same as Italians are devoted to being Italian. And
the only thing I think that it would be lovely to go to Ireland and Scotland and all those places because of all the castles. But have you ever heard of that where they go kiss that Blarney Stone on that one castle? Have you ever seen this?
Oh, I have heard. You brought this up, really? Yeah, I've heard of this. Is that for real?
Yes, like I've actually known people that have done it, and you gotta lay on your back on the top, and then you kiss the stone.
Is this a Catholic religion thing?
I don't know. No,
well, what's it supposed to do?
I don't know. It's luck or whatever. But what gets me is it's like the whole germaphobe thing in me freaks out because
it's like sharing that chalice with that terrible wine that you like.
That's what I was thinking about, that it's just like the chalice thing. I'm like, how many people? Ugh, and do they still do that post-COVID?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to. Okay, we need audience in Ireland to listen to our show so they can give us all the facts on the Blarney Stone and pre-COVID, post-COVID.
We don't want to say too much about it because we want to know more. And we're
Yes.
trying. Oh, you got DJ Nick.
DJ moving in.
He checked out
He's
the
done some Googling.
Wikipedia.
People kiss the Blarney Stone in Ireland because of an Irish legend that says it gives the kisser the gift of gab. Well, you neither of
You don't want me anywhere near that Blarney Stone. Oh, Blarney!
I don't think either of you need the
No, we don't.
It doesn't give you luck. It gives you the gift of. So there's a bunch of quiet people, which you want to get me started on them quiet people.
That'll be another episode.
Yeah, but they're all over there lined up. Oh, I hope I can get the gift of gab. What the hell is that?
The gift is said to make the kisser more eloquent and persuasive.
Well, I might need some eloquence.
Yeah.
Or some polishing.
With
or
a side
charm
of
school.
But you might get a side of COVID with that eloquence if you kiss the stone now.
Yeah.
Or bird flu or whatever disease of the moment we're in right now.
You ever get the one thing with this is a Catholic thing, the statue that winks at you? I think it's supposed to be Mary.
Winks or bleeds
they're like,
blood? Wait,
no.
Nick's dying to add something here.
Oh,
What?
They do wipe off the stone between kisses, so.
Oh, well,
Well-
that's good to know.
Well, geologically, that stone's going to get worn out. Erosion. It's down to a pebble now. How many times they wipe that off? What are they using to wipe it off? Just a rag ain't going to clean it. You need disinfectant. And that's going to have a chemical reaction with that stone. It's going to deteriorate. Oh, my God. It's in your mouth. It's
So
just everywhere.
Clearly, Chrissy went to
it's an-
geology class,
Even
but
before the pandemic, staff cleaned the stone frequently, disinfecting it.
frequently. That's not saying every
You
person.
literally, who's watching you put your lips right on it?
They do.
Oh, well, the Blarney.
They do.
The people of Blarney. Is that an area in Ireland? Where'd that word
It's a
come
castle. Blarney is a
A
castle.
castle. Yeah.
from? The Blarney Castle. Oh my gosh. I love it. Ireland, Irish people. I love you people. I love Killian. So I love you. Thank you for giving us Killian.
Oh, my. Well, another
Not
roller.
the beer, by the way. The actual individual. I don't like the beer. Yeah, so
They even
wow.
make that still? Killian's Red? I don't even know if you can
I
get
don't
that.
know. I'm not a beer drinker.
Yeah, I don't know. Heineken. Yay. Oh,
I do like a good Irish whiskey, though.
Ooh.
Yes,
yeah,
I do like that.
okay,
But
okay.
all right. Well, this wraps up another exciting episode of Dysfunction Junkies.
Blarney
So-
and leprechauns and peeing in your toilet. Why does a leprechaun travel all the way just to pee in your toilet? That's another thing I want to know. It's rude. Leprechauns are rude. They're really not giving a good representation of what a leprechaun is. He's always running away. He does
Causing
cereal.
mischief.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just terrifying.
But what we want to know is we want to know what you all are doing for St. Patrick's Day this weekend. We want to know what traditions your family has, or do you just do not do anything at all? Are you going to a parade? Are you marching in the parade? Or are you just at home eating
corned beef.
and ice creams and hot dogs?
Ice creams and hot dogs. After that, yeah. Purge.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining us. Please make sure to check out our Facebook page and also go to our website, dysfunctionjunkies.buzzsprout.com. If you are enjoying our podcast, we would very much love any support. We have a donate button where you can choose to donate a one-time donation if you really like this episode or another, or you can actually do a reoccurring monthly donation of your choice. So any support is truly appreciated. We want to hear from you all. So let us know your feedback.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
All right. See you next week.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Watch out for the Blarney Stone.